Greetings, Cubs. Welcome or welcome back again. It is time to step into the lion's den. So today I have a reading request for Soobin x Yeonjun dynamic reading. So we're gonna see what their dynamic is like with each other. Alrighty. So I'm gonna have Soobin to my left and then Yeonjun to my right. I'm gonna check on the major parts of their personality that they kind of look at or like about each other. More of how they see each other. So Soobin, how does Soobin see Yeonjun? And then how does Yeonjun see Soobin? Yeonjun, okay. Okay, so what we have here is for Soobin towards Yeonjun. We start off with Thief in the Light. It says, it sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. For Soobin, it does seem like there's a charm that he sees within Yeonjun, that it's kind of like Yeonjun not being able to be defeated in a sense, that there is some sort of charm about him that Soobin personally sees, and it's like a light that can't be dimmed that he sees within him. We also have Hedontist. It's like a hedonist. I'm sorry. It's inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Again, like I was kind of starting to say with Thief, it's this confidence that he sees within Yeonjun. He sees this, I don't even want to use resilience is the word I want to use. There's this resilience that he sees within Yeonjun, and to him it's very charming. To him it's very charming and very attractive. And it's like something that he admires about him, because he sees that there are times or things that Yeonjun will go through that will be something that could defeat any normal person, and he's just kind of like in awe at how he can power through it and still find ways to love himself even through his own insecurities. So there are I'm getting a lot of subtle admiration that is coming from the point of Soobin. The next card we have is Athlete. It says dedication to transcend physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. Again, kind of like I was saying, and I do feel like this also touches on to his body issues. Soobin is even looking at the insecurities that he may have been dealing with or may still deal with when it comes to weight fluctuations, and dealing with the insecure fans that project onto him, and seeing how there's an admiration of seeing Yeonjun overcome it, overpower it. I don't want to use the word overcome and overpower like a-hole fans picking on someone's weight is supposed to be something that should be overpowered, overcome, but he admires Yeonjun. There's an admiration for Yeonjun still finding ways to love himself and be happy with himself. Now, the one card that we do have for him in his view towards Yeonjun is Child Magical. That's the only one that we have in reverse today. And it says, pessimism, depression, belief in miracles, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So, even with all that positive things, it seems like that exact same thing is also he doesn't like when he does see Yeonjun defeated, or when he does see Yeonjun in a negative headspace. Now that in itself, you know, from my point of view, I'm like, that's a little bit, you know, toxic, because he seems like he definitely admires and loves the positive traits of Yeonjun, but he doesn't like when he sees his weak points. He doesn't like to see his weakness. So when Yeonjun does have days where he's depressed, when he's down, when he's a bit pessimistic, those are his least favorite moments of seeing Yeonjun that I'm seeing in my cards. Remember, the reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Take each reading with a grain of salt. So, yeah, I do see that same thing with him loving the confidence, loving overcoming negativity, loving the embracing of his own features, loving his own body, all of that. But then on those days where he does not have those capabilities, then there is a kind of like disappointment. Like, I don't like that you're being so negative. I don't like that you're thinking this way about yourself. I don't really want to focus. I don't want to see you focus on these parts of yourself, which is, it's sort of like, it's understandable that, you know, you don't want to see someone down. And that is like kind of the worst thing, to see them like not like themselves. But there may be a little bit of a different way of approach that could help better those moments of lack of confidence. Either way, going on to Yeonjun's feelings towards Soobin, we have storyteller and the light. This says ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So he likes it. What I'm seeing is that he likes to see Soobin talk. He likes to hear Soobin's stories. He likes to like he is coming off in my reading as someone who likes to listen, especially when it comes to Soobin. He likes to listen to Soobin. He wants to hear what Soobin has to say. He may think like he may find a charming point in just Soobin communicating with him in general. The next card is Samaritan. It says refines your capacity to help those around you would prefer to ignore. He likes, there's a nobility that he sees in Soobin, and he likes that. He likes to see Soobin overcome his own feelings and be kind. Because I do feel like Yeonjun is like, I know you, it's like Yeonjun knows Soobin, who Soobin likes, who Soobin doesn't. He's like, he knows how Soobin feels about people. That's what I want to say. He knows how Soobin feels about people, and he likes to see when Soobin puts his own emotions to the side, or maybe like his introvertedness, or even like his dislike for people. He likes to see him put that to the side and actually be helpful to those around him. It's also like this leader thing. It's very attractive to him. He's like, that is a beautiful side of you. I love to see you lead. I love to see you put personal issues aside to be a leader. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. We have detective. It says great powers of observation, intuition, and desire to seek the truth. So again, there is this, I feel like this all goes back to these leader capabilities. It's like Yeonjun, even though Yeonjun is the oldest, he really truly does admire Soobin's capability to see and find problems and issues and work them out, to like able to notice things that other people or even other members in the group may have missed, and try to help those out. Like if someone's talking and everyone's talking over them, and they don't, and you know, nobody notices, but Soobin will notice and say, hey, continue saying what you're saying. Like these little things, these little nuances, he sees that Soobin sees them without having to be directly told that something has happened. That's the best way I can explain it. The last card that we have upright is the Femme Fatale. It says highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. He sees, there's a nurturing energy about Soobin. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Let me turn my phone volume down. There's a nurturing energy about Soobin. There is a very attractive femininity about Soobin, and Yeonjun sees it. I also want to say something about, like, I don't know why, like, dancing. I feel like there's a lot more... I feel like what I want to say is, like, I want to say Soobin could be, why is this not? I want to say Soobin could be giving a lot more fish than he does. For those who get that, they get it. I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on with with my volume, because I definitely turned it down. Okay, it's the notifications. It's all separate. Okay. Sorry, I do sincerely apologize, y'all. My phone is just going haywire. Okay. Boom. Alright, back to business. Yeah, he finds that Soobin in his own way can be very seductive. And it's an effeminate charm rather than a more masculine. He sees a more effeminate charm within Soobin. It's very funny because Soobin sees a more masculine charm in Yeonjun with this athlete. But there's an effeminate charm that Yeonjun sees in Soobin, and he finds that very charming. And there's also a nurturing side to Soobin that he also finds very charming. Now, the card that he has in reverse for Soobin is Scribe. It says, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. In this sense, I don't think... Let me know if Soobin writes anything, because I don't know if Yeonjun personally feels like he has a gift in writing. He may be a little bit critical about Soobin's creative work, or at least maybe Virgo nitpicky about Soobin's creative work. Also, there is issues that he may have with Soobin may be able to spot the truth in everyone else, but Yeonjun can spot the lies within Soobin. So if Soobin tries to lie to him about things, or if Soobin tries to manipulate him and say, oh no, I didn't eat your food. I didn't eat your food last night. I didn't, you know what? I didn't even come home. I didn't even, like, Yeonjun can catch that. He can spot that. So for him, like, Soobin is also a very bad liar. So he's a bad liar. And Yeonjun may be very critical, or a little more nitpicky, I would say, about Soobin's creative work. He's not a fan of it. He's not, that's his thing. He's not big on that. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. That is what he's showing me that he's not really fond of, or that's not the greatest asset that he sees within Soobin. As of course Soobin was when he gets depressed, he don't like a depressed Yeonjun. Also, I know he also feels like Soobin, when he does do creative work, he copies off of the rest of the members. And so it's kind of like, it really is like, you know, when you have that sibling thing and or like you're doing homework and someone's copying off your paper, it's that. It's like that kind of issue that he may have with Soobin and wanting him to be a little more creative on his own, even though it seems like he may be a little bit critical of his creativity. It's complicated. All right. Okay. I'm going to pull some oracles. I feel like this is not the full deck. I feel like this is like half of it. Huh. Well, I'm going to have to figure that out after this video, so... Soobin towards Yeonjun. Okay, and then Yeonjun towards Soobin. Beautiful. Any more for Yeonjun towards Soobin? Okay, his cards are rather aggressive. Any more for Soobin? When energy gets like this, for me, I feel like it's like very argumentative energy. Like very combative energy. Like there may be active issues going on between the two now. I'm seeing cards in reverse here. Yeah. So, interestingly enough, I want to read this card. This is number 31 for Y. Because our Y here is reversed. Let's see. Yeah. So let me tell you, for Soobin towards Yeonjun, though there seems to be like an outward confusion between the two, or really like it almost seems like Soobin is really asking like why Yeonjun can be a type of way, but the reality is he knows. So there is some form of he's worried about Yeonjun, and Yeonjun is stressing him out. On Soobin's side, it seems like Yeonjun is stressing Soobin out. He feels like he's seeing Yeonjun kind of reach these I don't know if this is a mental health issue. But there's a few things here. There is like, I want to say like not subunits, but like there is issues with Yeonjun pushing himself too hard, and it scares Soobin. He doesn't know why he's doing that, but at the same time he does know. It's like he doesn't want to admit that he understands why Yeonjun does what he does. Okay, he doesn't want to admit that he understands why Yeonjun may be pushing himself to the brink of breaking. It's like he gets it. He knows that. I feel like what I'm seeing, especially with co-create higher power on TikTok. I was gonna literally mention TikTok. Okay, connecting. Okay, so it's like he knows the pull that Yeonjun has quite literally on TikTok, in general, but TikTok. I don't know if Yeonjun is really tired right now, but it's like he's like you're creating, you're creating and creating and creating. You're working, and he's very concerned about how hard Yeonjun is pushing himself, especially to be TikTok famous or to get connections through TikTok. I don't know how active they are on there, so y'all can let me know if he's like extremely active on TikTok. I know he is active on TikTok because, you know, his videos do circulate around me every now and then. But he's really worried about it. But he also doesn't want to say anything because he knows, or at least he's seeing it as Yeonjun is the one that has massive public pull. So he won't try to stop him because it's like, if I stop Yeonjun, it's like he stops the flow of attention. It's strange. Y'all can explain to me what you your opinions, how you see this, how you see their relationship. Now over to Yeonjun towards Soobin. We have poised, happy, regeneration, time for a nap is in reverse, and we have by the book also in reverse. So Yeonjun, Remember earlier when I was in the personality cards, I was like, Yeonjun actually is the one who knows Soobin's real personality and true personalities and how he feels about those around him. Yeonjun is watching Soobin, and this may sound or get a little darker, so I do apologize in advance if you guys are not into getting deeper readings or like more in-depth reading of idols as actual humans. That may sound a little shady, but some people don't like hearing that people can be different than what their image is. But Yeonjun, from my cards, are showing that he's worried when he's looking at Soobin. He's worried about his image. He's like, he sees Soobin as very poised, very classy, very elegant on camera, well mannered, and even if Moa see Soobin's more depressive side or more introverted side or quiet side, for Yeonjun is like, that's him at his happiest. That's Soobin at his happiest. So he's like, he's looking at Soobin fight to be happy, to seem happy, to seem okay, to seem like he's not stressed. And for Yeonjun, he's seeing Soobin dying on the inside. But it's like this, like it's like barren. Everything, all the grass is burned up, the trees have no leaves on it. He sees that it's almost like sucking him dry to have this outward appearance of elegance, outward appearance of happiness and kindness. Just like how I was seeing in the personality cards, it's like he knows, he's like, I know you don't like them. I know you don't like that person. I know you don't like, you know, that MC. I know you don't like being around these people. I know you don't like speaking to that staff member. Whatever it may be, Yeonjun knows the people he likes, he doesn't like, he knows who negatively affects him, who puts too much of a strain on his mental health, and he watches Soobin be kind and graceful and beautiful and shows the best side of him to those people around him. And he is worried about how much that is destroying him on the inside. Although he also acknowledges that Soobin, although it takes time, and I see it takes time, it's funny because time for a nap is next, although it takes time, Soobin will regenerate. The thing is, I was going to say with rest he will regenerate, but with time for a nap in reverse, he's concerned because he's like, Soobin does not have time to sleep. I don't know what Soobin is doing right now. I don't know if he's active. Let me know in the comment section below. But he is saying, his cards are showing me that he's worried about Soobin's sleeping habits. Also, let me know if Soobin has insomnia, if having insomnia is something that he may be potentially open about. Let me know. But I'm definitely seeing him worried about Soobin's sleeping habits. We also have by the book in reverse. Okay. And so this can be like taken one or two ways. Okay, so with by the book in reverse, it's either he's seeing Soobin become a little more rebellious and not listen or do what he needs to do, or he is by the book to a detriment. Like it's like you keep following the rules so much, like you're so hell-bent on doing every schedule, following all of the rules, and he sees that taking a toll on him. So I'm not sure in which way this is being shown, if he's too much by the book or if he's not listening anymore, like if it's like a rebellious thing. I'm gonna assume that it's too much by the book, and that may be for Yeonjun something that he sees as causing more harm than good. Okay. Also, I want to say, with these cards ending up at the top on each side, coming to the edge and regeneration, I do feel like also Yeonjun wants to do a lot as well in order to give Soobin time to rest. He wants to give Soobin time to rest. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Okay. Is there anything else before I get to these tarot, actually? Let me use this to see. Oh. Anything else on their relationship? Oh, shit. I felt like I almost was like to snap this deck in half. I forgot how hard it is. Okay, sir. All right, that's enough. Okay, Yeonjun. Okay, Soobin's got a lot to say. Uh-oh. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Okay. This is very interesting. Soobin has, right now, on Soobin's side, it's showing that he has an issue with Yeonjun. Right now, particularly because, this is going to sound odd, but he cares too much. And it's kind of like Soobin, from what I'm seeing, it's kind of like, I don't need you to look after me. I don't want you to, you know, worry about me or care about me. It's like when you're going through something, but you have a responsibility. And this is funny because my sister was saying this to me the other day. So now it's in my head, and now I get it. It's like when you're the one who holds responsibility, and someone around you, like maybe a younger sibling, or like, you know, someone who depends on you, or however it may be, notices, they know you, and they know when you're suffering, and they point it out like, hey, are you okay? Hey, do you need help? And then it causes more of a burden, because it's like, now that you see that I'm suffering, I have to work harder to hide it, because like they are the person who doesn't want to show you the suffering. It doesn't help that it doesn't help them that it's visible. So what they end up doing is kind of bottling it up more, or hiding it more, building up that wall more, so it's harder to be broke down. Because these people are sensitive, and when you ask them if they're okay, they will break down. They'll break down. Yeonjun is too intuitive for him. And it is, for some reason, causing resentment. It's causing resentment from Soobin towards Yeonjun. And he knows, it's like this negative feeling is building up within Soobin towards Yeonjun, but it's like at the same time, he's like, I know he's trying to help me. I know he's trying to heal me. I know. And I think okay, I get it. I think I know why he also does not want Yeonjun to see his own suffering, is because he's worried about Yeonjun. He's worried about Yeonjun overworking and stressing himself out, and you know, so he's seeing Yeonjun working very hard, and so therefore he doesn't want Yeonjun to see him struggling to do what he needs to do, and that end up causing Yeonjun to work even harder. That would be detrimental to what Soobin's intentions would be. So that doesn't help him, which is why he does not want Yeonjun to actually see him suffering, or acknowledge it, or like, you know, yeah, that's the best way I can put it. I know it's random. He also probably will insult Yeonjun a little bit, like insult his intelligence, in order to keep him out. Yeonjun towards Soobin, he doesn't know. We have all tied up the world, the third chakra, appreciation, man holding a heart. First of all, Yeonjun has this sort of romantic type feeling towards Soobin. He kind of has he has more romantic feelings and attraction towards Soobin than I don't see any of that too much on Soobin's side. But Yeonjun doesn't know what to do because he can't move. He feels like he can't do anything to help him. And for him, he's like, Soobin is his world right now, okay? And Soobin is his world, his partner in crime. And he's like, he doesn't know what to do. He's like, I don't know what to do. He's not letting me help him. And then it's like, he's got a lot. His focus is a lot of places, but his main core focus is Soobin. He tries to do things to show his appreciation, if it's skinship, if it's like just letting him know how much he appreciates him, letting him know how much he cares about him, that he loves him. It's like he tries to express these levels of affection to Soobin, so that way that can kind of help Soobin or encourage Soobin to press forward. Alright, I think this is long enough, so I'm just going to use my tarot and just see what is kind of like the next, how their relationship will proceed from here on out. I guess for the next few months, how they'll be doing. I do think one of them is going to push themselves to the point of not being able to actually work or accomplish a specific goal. I don't know if that's going to be public or inside. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but I do see one of the two sitting there basically on some, see, I told you so, you need to try something else, or you need to do something else. I'm saying this because I care about you. And there may also be some new kind of art form that they're going to try. But there's going to be a little bit of a betrayal or a feeling of betrayal or pettiness that is going to be between them. Because it's a very bratty, I told you so, I told you I was right, da-da-da-da-da. It's almost like it almost comes right after one of them kind of blows up in a good way. Like their popularity is soaring this month, or, you know, I don't know what happens, but yeah, it may not be something we see, because my sun is in reverse. I'm seeing a lot of water, though. Does that bum you? They look like they're probably going to even argue in the car. And they're going to become more secretive towards each other this year. So, sensitive and still secretive. It's just going to continue. But they're going to try to hide more things from each other. That's what I'm kind of seeing for Yeonjun and Soobin. But yeah, this is what I have for Yeonjun and Soobin dynamic reading. Let me know what you guys think. Did you like it? What do you think their relationship was like? And yeah, check out my Patreon if you would like to see more readings like this, or if you would like to purchase a reading like this for yourself or your favorite idols or celebrities. Check out my Twitter for updates and posts. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop more readings. And until then, I'd love to see you all again next time in the Lion's Den. Bye!